Hey guys, Donnie RightSide here, Bookmakers Review. We're all getting ready for the Super Bowl. Which way we're going to bet? Which team is going to win? Is it going to be the Bengals? Going to be the Rams? But hey, how about this? Post-Super Bowl, there's some big-time topics out there. Number one, with the Los Angeles Rams himself. Are they going to keep Odell Beckham Jr.? Does Odell Beckham Jr. want to stay with the Rams? That's going to be key. Let's take a look at Odell Beckham Jr. on his career. Superstar coming out of LSU, goes to the New York Giants, turns into a megawatt superstar right off of the bat. Some will say Odell Beckham Jr. wanted a break from the New York Giants. Some will say that the Giants wanted a break from Odell Beckham Jr. But I do know this. Just seeing a recent interview with Odell Beckham Jr., he said he was kicked out of New York. Now he goes to Cleveland. Thought that might have been a match made in heaven. Baker Mayfield, quarterback, up-and-coming emerging team. Didn't work out all that well. His father, Odell Beckham Jr., or Odell Beckham Sr., I should say, not certainly happy with Baker Mayfield, and neither was Odell Beckham Jr. Every time it seemed like Odell Beckham Jr. got open deep, weren't able to get the completed passes to him from Baker Mayfield. So he makes his way out to L.A., and it seems like it fits perfectly out here. Look at the offense. Ramped up now. Robert Woods goes down. You put in Odell Beckham Jr. right behind him. Gets a couple weeks to get acclimated. Now, obviously, an offensive weapon there that they can rely on. Cooper Kupp, fantastic wide receiver. I get it. Robert Woods probably going to be coming back next year, depending on contract status. But the question is, will Odell Beckham Jr. want to stay with the Los Angeles Rams? Hey, Donnie, why wouldn't he want to stay? Look at the success he's finally having in his career. They might possibly win a Super Bowl. I understand it and get all that. But at the same time, this is a business, and it's about money. You're also talking about the Rams, one of the higher payroll teams in the NFL. Von Miller, also a free agent at the end of the season. And Odell Beckham Jr., what happens if he does go to L.A. and he does win a Super Bowl? He could be crowned at that point, right? Most players just want to get to the Super Bowl and win a Super Bowl, which he would have done. Then rides off in the sunset with one more big contract, or maybe two more big contracts, depending on how long he stays around in the NFL. It's a fascinating topic, but if I'm looking at it right now, if the shoe fits, wear it. And that's where Odell Beckham is in one of the biggest markets in the country and having success. To me, he should stay. But at the end of the day, when the Super Bowl is over, win or lose, where is that next monster paycheck coming from? So Odell Beckham Jr., will he or won't he stay with the Rams after the Super Bowl 56 game? We'll see when it happens. Make sure you guys stay tuned to much more Super Bowl topics and more at BMR. I'm Donnie RightSide, and as always, good luck on those wagers.